Why do women only think of themselves? Stick around. We're going to bat iron on it.
I just wanna tell you how I feel. I just wanna
Listen, guys, women do not care about your feelings. They only care about their own feelings. They do not love you. They only love the way you make them feel. And see, the problem with us men is that we'll sit there and listen to a woman. And while she's in her emotions, she'll tell us all kind of things. She'll sell us the moon and the stars when it comes to how she feels. Baby, I love you. Baby, I'll always be there for you. And see, we tend to take that stuff to heart. We take it to heart because we believe in it. We believe in it because we start to get in our feelings. Now, the woman might be genuine. Her intentions may be good while she's saying those things. But as soon as her feelings are no longer with you, whatever she said goes out the window. And she'll justify a reason why she backtracking on what she said. Why she reneging on what she told you. Oh, baby, we're going to be friends forever. Oh, baby, I'll love you forever. Oh, you the best man I've ever came across. You the man of my dreams. Stuff like that. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, don't sit there and listen to what a woman tell you, man. Take that with a grain of salt. Let it go into one ear and out the other. Because a lot of times, I'll even say this, a lot of times, a woman will sit there and ask you, how are you feeling? And the reason why she does that is because she wants to see how much control she's getting over you. She wants to see where you're at. She's using that as a measuring stick. That's a measuring stick. Because she know that mental control can be just as deadly as physical control. It can have the same power, the same amount of power. And once she knows she gets you in your feelings, she knows she can control you. She knows that she have some sort of protection. And what I mean by protection, she means you just can't do anything because she can always pull away and she can mentally get you back in line. She can mentally get you back in line. So that's why I tell you guys, stay out of your feelings when you're dealing with women. Stay completely out of your feelings. Stay out of them because once you fall into that state, it's over. And they do not care about your feelings. Now, if you want to know the venom a woman has when you first meet her, let her go into talking about her exes and just look at how she talk about them. Sometimes she can be very bitter towards them. And 9 times out of 10, she is never going to be the perpetrator. She's always going to play the victim, or she's going to play the person that overcame her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. She's never going to play the perpetrator. But just listen at how she speaks about him. Sometimes they might not be as bitter, but you can tell with the directness they speak, the sharpness, the I don't care. Guess what, guys? Whenever things get bad with you and she decides to move on, that's how she's going to be. That's how she's going to speak about you. That she's really showing her true character without showing it. Just listen. Even if she's not bitter, even if it's just direct, just listen. They will never just, and I mean, sometimes you'll have one that say, you know what, I cheated or I wasn't a good girl. But most of the time, even with that, she's going to have some kind of justification of why she wasn't a good woman, why she was a cheater. why she busted up her entire family. She's always going to have a justification for that. And with most of us men, we don't really, for the most part, we are own up to our mistakes. For the most part, we'll own up to them. But women will never, ever, ever, ever take accountability. Or I won't say never, ever. For the most part, they don't. They don't. So guys, even if you're in a marriage and you thinking, man, this woman gonna look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. She do not care. If she decide to leave that marriage or leave that relationship and she leave you hung out to dry, financially, emotional, your kids gone, your bank account is dry, you just don't see how you can make. She's not going to care about none of that stuff, guys. She don't care. Unlike you, a lot of guys would, man, I'm going to make sure she okay, or blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do her like that. For most part, man, women, they just will leave you like that because they figure, hey, you supposed to be able to pick your own self up because that's how the world see it. Men supposed to be able to pick their own self up. But she ain't about to care about your feelings. So I don't care if you've been in the marriage for 25, 30 years. That woman will leave and not even care about your feelings at all. She won't care that she wrecked your entire life. You wasted all this time with her, all these years, and now she's just gone. She's just gone, and she'll move on with the next guy like that, and won't even look back. Won't even look back. And here you are stuck thinking, man, why she treating me like this? And man, why, what happened, man? Why don't she be considerate towards my feelings? She's not going to be considerate towards your feelings. She feel like you should be considerate towards her feelings. Because women are very selfish. They don't care if their child is raised with a stepdaddy just so they can feel good and be up under another man until that run out. That's why we have all these divorces. The second marriage divorce. Second marriage divorce is very rarely. They rarely work out. They rarely work out. And I venture to say it's because the woman bring a lot of trauma into the relationship. And I will be fair and say us men, we do bring some trauma, but a lot of time it's a lot of women that bring a lot of trauma into the second marriage. That's why they rarely work out. That's why they rarely work out. Because women will make mistakes instead of trying to fix those mistakes or repair them the best they can before they move on. They just try to hit the reset button, which you can't hit the reset button because you're not the same age anymore. You transitioned, you've moved on. You can't go back and undo what you've done, but they love to try to hit the reset button and start all back over. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't never going to go back to level 1. You can hit the reset button, but you'll go back to, the farthest you're going to get is back to level 2. That's it. You ain't going back to you can't restart the computer, do a reinstallment on your life, and then it come back just like you bought it out the box. Or just like you bought it brand new. You can't do it. And women will try to do that. They'll try to do it with another person. And damn how you feel. Damn what I cost this person. They don't care, guys. They don't care. So you just got to remember, stay out your feelings. Don't listen to these women when they're trying to get you to share your feelings or they're sharing their feelings with you. Don't listen to all that bullshit, man. Don't listen to it. Because they're genuine, yeah. They're genuine. And it's not with ill intent. But must I remind you that a woman is influenced by how she feels, not by how she thinks. And that's just how it goes, guys. Anyway, and until next time, fam, peace.